Emotional memory.
Stanislavsky was constantly trying to increase his knowledge of all facets of man's inner life. He studied psychology, physiology, and aesthetics, as well as historical and theoretical writing on the theatre. He conferred with scientists and intellectuals in various specialized fields, and was especially interested in the works of the French psychologist Théodule Armand Ribot, 1839 or 1916, whose term effective memory he used. Later, in the 1930s, he rejected this name and replaced it with emotional memory. An experience of the actor on stage is different from an audition experience in life. The difference lies in the fact that the actor lives on stage as the character and also as the actor who creates the character. The experiences of the actor-character influence one another and acquire a specific quality. The actor's own experience, transformed into that of the character, is as sincere and deep on stage as in life. The quality of the actor's performance depends upon the sincerity of his experience, and yet the quality of the experience on stage changes, as Stanislavsky said, into a poetic reflection of life's experience. He said, "Time is an excellent filter, an excellent purifier of memories of emotions once experienced. Moreover, time is an excellent artist. It not only purifies, but is capable of poeticizing the memories." The actor must live true experiences, but true stage experiences. The actor on stage lives a repeated experience, not a primary one. As Stanislavsky said, every actor knows the difference between a real-life experience and an experience on stage, if he ever achieves an experience on stage. Indeed, if actors lived the same experiences as in life, there would be lunatics and murders on stage after every performance in which a character loses his mind or a murder is committed. It would be impossible for an actor to survive many performances in which he went through experiences and shocks as they are in real life. On the contrary, we know that suffering on stage gives the actor who achieves it a true joy. It should be obvious, therefore, that a stage emotion is not the same as an emotion in life. First of all, because it does not arise from an actual cause. The actor is capable of stirring a needed emotion within himself, only because he has often experienced an analogous emotion in his own life. Every experience in life leaves a trace on our central nervous system, and thus the nerves which participate in a given experience become more sensitive to such a stimulus. Every adult has experienced most emotions, though perhaps not for exactly the same reason the actor must experience them on stage. People may go through different feelings of love. For instance, love for a person, a dress, an animal, sunshine. We have also hated someone or an insect or war. There is something common in all these cases. That is why they are all called love and hate. According to scientific data, emotional memory not only retains an imprint of an experience, but also synthesizes feelings of a different nature. If a person has experienced, for instance, the feeling of envy because his friend has a better job, or wins a lottery, or receives a good role in a play, and if he has experienced such feelings many times, the common element in all these cases will have left a deep imprint on his memory. Stanislavsky said, "From many preserved traces of what was experienced, one great condensed, magnified, and deepened memory of emotions of the same nature is formed. There is nothing superfluous in such a memory. There is only the essence. This is the synthesis of all the emotions of the same kind. It does not refer to a small, separate, private instance, but to all those of the same nature." The actor must be capable of bringing out the imprint of a past experience and of making it respond to the conditioned stimulus on stage at the moment he needs it. Through rehearsals, the actor develops a conditioned reflex in which his emotion is stirred through the stage stimulus. A recreated emotion is different from the primary emotion also because it does not absorb the actor entirely. Reliving a real-life experience, the person also lives the present time, and this influences the experience. When a tragedy occurs, we are completely absorbed in the moment, but when we remember this tragedy later, Other interests penetrate the experience. Though our grief is sincere, it acquires a different quality.
Such is the actor's state.
The actor who sincerely lives the life of the character never forgets that he is the actor who performs. Stanislavsky believed in two sources of material for an actor's creative work: the inner life of an actor himself, and his observations of the outside world, an inexhaustible source. The material an actor finds in the life around him he must make his own. To enrich the emotional memory, the actor must observe what is happening around him. He must read, listen to music, go to museums, watch people. Well-developed emotional memory is the most important requirement for the actor's work in the theater of living experience. It is the storage of past experiences and the only source for emotions on stage. In the early stages of the system, actors tried to bring themselves into the creative state when their emotions were stirred, with the help of its separate elements. But that state would not always come, and they were acting their emotions. Moreover, Stanislavsky felt that forcing emotions from the emotional memory brought actors to inner hysteria. Stanislavsky feared that such a tendency could ruin the actor's mental health and art. Experience also showed that isolated study and use of the elements of the system dismembered the system into separate parts, which were later difficult to reassemble into one whole. Students may be virtuosos on exercises in concentration, relaxation, or without objects, but remain unable to fulfill an action that includes these organic elements. Thus, the principal objective of the system involvement of the psychophysical apparatus of the actor when his emotions are stirred is not achieved. With his method of physical actions, Stanislavsky revolutionized the use of means by which an actor achieves the creative state. Emotional memory stores our past experiences. To relive them, actors must execute indispensable, logical physical actions in the given circumstances. There are as many different nuances of emotions as there are different physical actions. A few years before his death, Stanislavsky organized a group of young actors and asked them to stage Molière's Tartuffe, experimenting with the method of physical actions. Stanislavsky said to the members of the Moscow Art Theatre, "I am not going to live long. It is my duty to transmit to actors my experience and my knowledge. Learn to carry out correctly and organically the simplest physical actions. The logic and consecutiveness of these actions will evoke in you the entire complicated, subtle scale of inner experiences. Carrying out the logic of a physical action will bring you to the logic of emotions. And this is everything for an actor."
सब्सक्राइब इट, लव इट एंड शेयर इट। नोटिफिकेशन के लिए बेल आइकन ज़रूर दबाएं। और हाँ, you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Thank you. Love you.